Nothing in this world is cooler than a custom downhill mountain bike. The suspension, the components, everything is top of the line and perfectly tuned for a pro downhill racer. Now, this may come as a surprise to you, but I am not going to be competing at the next Red Bull Rampage. But what I can do is spend a bunch of money upgrading this bike and make it look like I will be. Today, I'm going to be transforming my Sur-On-powered electric mountain bike into a custom downhill bike designed for a pro racer. Because the only thing cooler than a custom downhill bike is one that you don't need a pedal.
I'm starting off this build by pretty much tearing everything off. So we're getting both the front and rear wheel off, the stock MT5s, and even the dropper post. I'm also removing the battery so my bike stand doesn't randomly collapse. Turns out if you want to take off the rear brake, you actually need to remove the caliper from the brake line because the caliper can't fit through the frame. And I almost forgot, but I also need to take off the pedals because we have some really nice upgraded ones for this build. With everything off, we can now start with the upgrades. For the brakes, I'm going with the Hayes A4. They use DOT fluid and they also have this really light lever feel, and that makes them one of the best mountain bike brakes. They do come with some really long hoses, but you just need to cut them down and then fit them properly. For the new dropper, I'm going with this one from 1UP Components. They're a local company here in the Pacific Northwest, and they make some of the best mountain bike components, so I have a bunch of upgrades from them as well. Then I need to take the rear caliper off from the new brakes so I can feed it back through the frame. And then I can also tighten the new dropper post lever. Unfortunately, since I cut down the brake hoses and took off the calipers, I need to bleed both the brakes. This is easily my least favorite part of upgrading a bike, but I've done it so many times that I've gotten pretty decent at getting them dialed in. Now, the stock rims on the Bonnell are honestly pretty decent, but I'd still recommend running some tire inserts. So Cushcore sent over their EMTB and Pro inserts, plus the install tools, which are actually super helpful. And they also sent these really nice chrome valve stems, which is gonna add that little pop to the bike. These inserts were definitely a challenge to get on, but I found that using a Home Depot bucket helped out a ton. I'm installing the new pedals, which are just my favorite ones. These are from Crank Brothers. I'm filling up the tires with some sealant to prevent from any punctures, and then I can reinstall both wheels.
All right, we just got most of the upgrades onto the Bonnell, but there are just a few more things that we need to do. The first are these brakes right here. In my opinion, these are just too long, and I think I need to shorten them a little bit. Then we've got this Moto Cuts front plate, which is perfect because every downhill racer has a number plate on their bike. We got these brake pads that should offer the maximum amount of stopping power. And then finally, we just need to adjust everything like the brakes, the seat post, these forks a little bit, because everything needs to be custom tuned just like a pro racer's downhill bike. Shortening the brake hoses wasn't too bad the second time round because they were already close to being the right length, but this also meant that I had to rebleed both brakes. I'm putting in the new sintered pads, which should be way better for long descents compared to the stock ones. Then I'm lowering the forks because you can actually get even more travel out of these. You can see there's a min and a max line, so I'm just putting it up to the max. Finally, I'm just throwing on the number plate, and with that, the build was done. Now, before we go test out the ultimate mountain bike, HOVERAir sent me their X1 PROMAX. It's basically a self-flying drone that tracks onto you automatically. They give you absolutely everything you need inside of the box, like a carrying case, some batteries, and also this thing that shows you what the drone sees. Then I charged everything up because I wanted to take this thing out for a ride. All I needed to bring was the drone, so once I got to the trail, I just took it out of my pocket, turned it on, and then it started flying. It's got a bunch of really cool programmed modes like this 360 shot and also this orbit shot, which are both really good looking shots, and you don't need to learn how to fly a drone or anything. But what I really wanted to test was how good it was for riding. Supposedly it's got some of the best AI tracking there is, and you can see from the footage that it's pretty dang good. And it's also got an 8K camera, so the footage is gonna look crystal clear. For me, the X1 is the best all-around drone, mainly because I don't need to learn how to fly a drone or anything, and it just works when you turn it on. And if you want to check it out, I'll put the link in the description, and you can also use code ZEEKSTER to save yourself some money. And now let's go test out this Bonnell. I am here in Bellingham, Washington, a small city that has become a hub for mountain biking in the Pacific Northwest, meaning it's perfect to test out the ultimate mountain bike. I'm starting the day off at 100% battery, and my goal is to burn through this entire thing while exploring the city's world-class mountain bike trails.
Okay, our first stop is this massive bike park with a bunch of really sick jumps. So let's check it out. What's up?
Did you install that mid-drive?
No, I bought it like this. It's from this company called Bonnell. And so like, yeah, it comes with like everything on it.
Throttle too, or?
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a twist throttle.
That's
yeah.
sweet. Good track.
Yeah.
When it's dry.
Is Galbraith pretty sick too?
Oh,
Is that?
it's the best.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there later today. So.
If you love like jumps and flow, do like U-line. It's like a blue jump.
That's the one I've heard. I've heard about that one, and Blue Ribbon are the two that I've heard
Blue
about.
Ribbon, yeah, that one was by Transition. They made that one.
Oh really? Okay. Awesome. Yo, sick. He's hitting some whips. Let's see how I do on these jumps. Oh. There's some cool like, hips and stuff there too. I like that. I gotta try the bigger jumps though now. No, it rides super nice. You can also throw on like this kit. They sell the kit separately, and you could just put on like any mountain bike. So. Oh! I swear I got like a sick whip off that. I feel like I could clear these one day. All right, so I think it's time to hit the streets because they were talking about this place called Galbraith. So I think we're gonna head there. I gotta look up directions online, but before we do that, I'm gonna go grab some food. All right, I think we're leaving the bike here. Head inside to grab some food. All right, y'all, Panini has been acquired. This thing looks gas. The bike's at 90%, so it's doing super good. But look how dirty this bike is. Damn, this thing's good. After I finish eating this though, we're gonna head to Galbraith because that's the place that those kids were talking about, and I've heard it's pretty good as well from other people. So I think that's the place that we're gonna really test out the Bonnell. All right, we have made it to Galbraith. The Panini was gas. Look how many people are here. It's actually crazy. There's still plenty of battery left on the Bonnell, but we only have a few hours left of sunlight. And there was a few trails that those kids mentioned, so I wanna go check those out because I've heard those are some of the best out here. All right, so there's gonna be two important trails that we gotta go try. The first is Unemployment Line. Everybody's told me that that is the trail to go try, and it shouldn't be like too difficult either, so I feel like it's the perfect warm-up. And then there's this other one called Mohawk that one of my friends recommended to me. There's some crazy gap jumps and all that, but I wanna get warmed up on a blue trail to see how difficult these really are. Oh, look at this. I've never been here before, and I also just kinda wanna explore some of the random trails that they've got. Why don't I check some of these out first? Let's do the blue. Oh, it's so muddy. Phew. That is so fun. A little muddy, but still so good. All right, I think we gotta take this one, Gate and Switch. I feel like that kind of name is gonna mean the trail is very deceiving. Like I'm gonna take this and then I'm gonna run into somebody or something like that. Oh. Dude, am I going the wrong way or is that just the name of this trail? Excuse me. If I'm looking for Unemployment Line, which way should I be going?
Go down here until you cross the road, and then you can either go up the road or take the climbing trail like that's straight across the road.
Got you. Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. We gotta assimilate with the mountain bikers here. I couldn't imagine doing this on an analog bike. This would be terrible. Yeah, it's Bonnell. Hey, appreciate it. Oh, this red boulder. Somebody mentioned this red boulder. I think we're supposed to take a right at the boulder. Oh, here it is. Let's get it. Unemployment Line. Yo, what is this? What is this guy? All right, before we hit this, I want to see how treacherous this drop is. Hey, you know what? We got this. Let's get it. On the Bonnell. Oh, yes. Oh, and look at these berms. Oh, that guy definitely knew what I was doing. Oh, I sent that one so far. Oh my, look at this berm. They keep getting bigger. Look at this. These are like vertical. Oh, dude, yo, this is so sick. Look at this view though, damn. Look at all that. Back on the trail, let's go. Oh, yeah. Dude, that was so sick. That trail was just so good. Oh, yo, you know what? Is this a good one? You haven't done it? I've never been here, so don't really know too much.
I know unemployment line.
Yeah, that's the one I've heard everybody talking about. All right.
All right, take care.
Yeah, you too. All right, we're giving Radical Dragon a go. This is a black diamond. Go! Oh my. Dude, that's gappable. Oh, I gotta come back and try that later. Yo, that one's kind of tight. Oh my, no way. I gotta check this out. There's people hitting this. Oh my God. You jump off of that straight into there, or I guess you could roll it, but still, that's insane. We are not gonna be hitting that today. That is for sure. Lay on the brakes. Oh, these brakes are just so good. Brap. Brap. Oh! That was sick, dude. That was sick. Let's go, bruh. What was that?
You want to tow this guy up?
Sure.
You got faster than you're going.
I was gonna hit Mohawk.
Oh, perfect. Dude,
All right.
is that like a Suron or what?
No, it's called a Bonnell. It's like, it's got 6 kilowatts. Yeah, here. There we go.
Something like that? Colin.
Good to meet you. What was yours?
Dallas.
Dallas and breed?
I think you've seen those on like Instagram or something.
Yeah.
Does it have a throttle on it too, or is it
Yeah. Yeah. Got a throttle though, yeah.
Yo!
Here. All right.
Can I try and sit on this thing?
Yeah, sure. Here, grab it from me.
This thing is a beast. You don't have to fit that in your pocket.
Mandatory jumps and drops ahead. First, like, serious trail on the Bonnell. Let's go. Oh, this is so sick. This is already, I can already tell. Clear that. Phew! Phew! These trails also are part of this. Like, there's no way I'm hitting any of those. But look at that. Like, it's insane, dude. We're ending the full day of riding with 25%. Bonnell has really outdone themselves with this bike. I mean, from the factory, it comes with such good parts, and really we just needed to upgrade a few things to make it honestly the perfect bike. The only thing we're missing is like a new seat and maybe, oh, some Kashima 40s on here. That would be so sick. Let me know if I should do that. And you know what, now that I think about it, Bellingham's not too far from Whistler.